Talofa lava, aloha ngoa o alofa ebony tapo e. Today I'll be sharing with you my research which explores the perspectives of young New Zealand-born Samoan on talking about mental health. Sustainable Development Goal 3 identifies good health and well-being as a key development issue. However, it is a development priority that is not just relevant to health, but to all the other goals, including peace and injustice, climate action, and gender equality. Within New Zealand, mental health is a growing concern, particularly among our young people. This includes our Pacific young people. This research I'm pursuing looks to empower through knowledge to benefit the Samoan community through addressing this particular concern. With this in mind, this thesis aims to explore the ways in which New Zealand-born Samoan young adults talk or not about mental health, unpack how these conversations might influence their ways of dealing with it, including access to support, and identify opportunities to strengthen and improve the strategies and resilience of young New Zealand Samoan in regards to mental health. In order to achieve this, it is vital that the research is carried out in collaboration with the community concerned. Working with the Samoan community, I employed culturally appropriate talanoa methodologies. The talanoa format allowed me to meaningfully engage with participants in a way that was respectful as it recognized the Samoan worldview. The purpose of the talanoa is to co-construct meaning through conversation. The openness and the fluidity of the talanoa allowed space for the participant to become the guide in the process. Conducting the talanoa as an insider-outsider, it was really easy to build rapport and build trust as I was able to easily relate to each participant. However, this meant I was especially careful to make sure I was not emphasizing our commonality, but rather hearing the participant in their own terms. The talanoa provided me with very rich data, and using thematic analysis, I was able to identify some key patterns and themes. At this stage, these are just preliminary findings as I'm still in the process of finalizing my data and currently writing. So these are some of the themes that have emerged from the first chapter I have written. In the study, all participants said it was not normal to talk about mental health. One even compared speaking about mental health to calling the cops. All of them expressed that they just knew not to talk about it or was not allowed for various reasons. For some participants, they didn't want to talk about it because they felt that by doing this, they were being ungrateful. They felt that if they spoke about their hardships, it was making light of the hardships their parents had endured to provide for them. So they felt that they couldn't waste their parents' effort. They felt that they couldn't spare time for their mental health. This was echoed by participants who felt that it was lazy if you were being sad. They said that there was other things to be taken care of, other responsibilities. So you can't afford to sit around thinking about your mental health, let alone talk about it. Another reason to not talk or stopped participants from talking was the perceived and real responses and reactions from people they had previously confided in or just listeners. Many expressed the fear that people would look at them differently, would treat them differently if they spoke to them about their mental health. Ultimately, they didn't want to alter their relationships with others, so they would rather keep this to themselves. Negative reactions, both perceived and experienced, have resulted in each participant having a hesitancy to talk about their mental health. This chapter uncovers the complex feelings of participants in relation to talking about mental health, setting the foundation for what's to come in further chapters. Displayed on the slide is what I hope to cover in the coming chapters of my thesis. Not included in this slide is an exploration of participants' own strategies for managing their mental health and what actions they're taking to encourage the mental health talanoa. This might be taking more preventative measures in terms of educating, creating safe spaces, and washing away cultural barriers. Thank you for this opportunity to share today, and thank you to all of those who have supported me on this journey so far. Whawhataitele lava.